Local recording, guys. All right, we are back for game number 4 here. Hope you guys are excited. I am excited after that last game. That was pretty entertaining, in my opinion. Without further ado, let's introduce our players here. Spawning on the bottom right-hand corner, it will be the blue ZDY here. And spawning on the bottom left-hand corner that you cannot see right now will be the orange Protoss, JMBJJ. Now these colors may change, so I'm not gonna go exactly change it to the overlay quite yet. But nonetheless, I will do my best. Alright. And apparently our caster buddy is not really doing too much right now. Give us a camera angle of JMBJJ, man. You should know casting 101. Now apparently you don't. Okay. Well. Okay. And it doesn't look like he's gonna change colors. Okay. I can never figure it out. Sometimes they make them red and yellow, sometimes they don't. It's beyond me why they do or don't. But one thing to note, though, that I'm kind of annoyed by right now is the fact that they have this map, like, terrain color is so similar to the orange color in Brood War is so similar to the orange color on the minimap from JMBJJ, and when you have a VOD that's kind of not so great quality, it's like you can't tell exactly what's going on the minimap. So I'll do my best. Well, this is one of the times I say, yes, go change the colors. Okay, and right when I say that, they do change the colors. Which is yellow is a little easier to see. But now, of course, they change up the colors so drastically that I have to go change up the overlay once more. I think they know when I start changing the colors on the overlay, so they make me think that they're not going to go change it, but then immediately when I change it, they change it. So, I don't know why they do it, but anyway. This map's going to be a La Mancha, if I remember correctly. It's because it's in the C-OSL map pool, Mancha. There isn't too much. There isn't like a back door you should know about. This. It's a pretty standard map. I wouldn't expect too much different, like, variation on this map. I think it was an overpool with Extractor Trick, I believe. But these Lings aren't even attacking the opponent's base right now, so it's not even a big deal. And even though, I mean, even still JMBJJ or Bing Jing just did double cannon, and then he would forge double cannon then Nexus, so he's relatively safe. I mean, it was neither. I don't think I've seen a Chinese Zerg actually open with speed before, so you know, I don't really see it really doing too much. But and that being said, we have a game to cast, and I completely did not have the chat open for the last 2 minutes. And Environment said it was a Chinese ad. Yes, it was. I want to go see that movie. After seeing that ad for like 4 days, I'm very interested in that ad. It's called like Hello Impossible. I think it's a Chinese movie. The other ads I didn't really care about, but it looked like a comical movie. Okay, this time City's expanding to the right location, in my opinion. But now, I don't know what City's gonna go this game. Again, I wouldn't say this is the best map to do Mutalisks on, just because of the main base. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver around. There's not a lot of backspace to go around and hover over. That being said, I mean, obviously it's available. I mean, that's exactly what ZDY did last game, and he did a lot of damage on the main base. I'm just saying you're in range of cannons more. It's a little bit more difficult to control, blah, 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 blah. And that scouting probe does get a good information off right here, but he will see the lair. If it did confuse him a little bit, the lair did start on the natural expansion. A little bit different here, maybe just trying to throw a trick here and there. Not bad play. It's a nice touch-up. It is very nice probe control that he just did. Yeah, I mean, one thing you could probably say about JMBJJ is that his scouting probes have lasted for quite some time. A lot of, I don't know, I just feel like in high-level play, they don't use their scouting probes as much. They kind of just go in the main base and they leave. Maybe because they won economically? Don't know. But yeah, but then again, that might be because it's too APM demanding, because I can't even do it. And apparently, because while I'm talking about stuff, I don't see stuff. Apparently, we have Stargate coming up. Thank you, environment. We also have Spire going down. Maybe this will be a normal game. I don't know. We'll have to see. Stargate is going down. Cybercore is done. I'm not sure if we saw Citadel. If we see Citadel, then Protoss is doing the very generic standard build order. And Zerg isn't really doing anything out of the ordinary either. Now, I'm not sure if that gateway on the right side is tight, though. Just thought I would let you know that. It looks like it is. Yep. That's tight. I know, there's always seems like gaps that are in holes, but I guess that is tight. I never know. Yeah, I don't think he has Citadel tech out, no. Unless it's on the south part of his natural. Yep, there it is. Okay, so he's going Citadel. Cool. Alright, so he's doing everything standard. Not bad, not bad. I'm digging this. It was a standard game here. But I like the unorthodox games right here. The first Corsair's out, so he might lose like a Overlord. But it's kind of funny because it's like, I feel like that's like generic. It's like, at 7 minutes in the game, Zerg loses their first Overlord. Because there's like no way to like really ideally stop this first Corsair from doing enough damage. I mean, I don't think you can really stop that first Corsair from killing off the first Overlord. Like once you rally it over there, like you're just gonna get a guaranteed Overlord kill. Or you send so far out that you may be able to stall for some time, but either way, it's going to be so far away you can't really go help reinforce. And that Scourge is just going to die. It might be Corsair GT again. That's something what JMB-JJ has gone, I believe, in the round of 8, and he's done it, I think, every single matchup, or every single game so far, except for last game, of course. Actually, no, he had DTs. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That game 3 was very odd, for sure, but nonetheless, it was entertaining. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be 3 hatch layer into 5 hatch Hydra. No, I take that back. It's going to be a lurker. It's going to be purely for lurker tech. ZDY likes to go really, really, really high concentrated amounts of lurkers. As anyone could probably testify from the amount of games that we've seen. That guy just loves lurkers. Gets a little bit later high of tech, most games. It's just, I wouldn't say it's just his style. I mean, Sai's done it in the past, and I think there was one of the Zergs that I've casted before as well that do that style. I guess it's just Chinese scene specific right here. Speed Zealot's going to be going off to the 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, or the natural of the top right hand Expo. Try to do some damage right there. There isn't a great SimCity right there. There is a Hydra Den, but I'm not sure if Hydra Den hatchery is tight. I don't think it is. And what on earth is going on here? There we go. And all of you know, that was not my fault. That I just randomly did that. Alright, so apparently it is. Apparently, no, it's not. The two Sunken Zo are trying to do their best. It looks like he will be able to save it. Speed Zealot timing push didn't do too much. It wasn't really much of a timing push at all. If he wanted to do some more damage, probably just throw down the Citadel before Stargate if you don't want to throw off your build too much. And maybe even wait for to throw down Templar Archives. I'm not sure if he went speed then Templar Archives, but if he did I'm thinking what he might have done if he wanted to get to that Speed Zealot more powerful. Do Citadel, Stargate, Speed, or Charge, whatever it is, and then Templar Archives. So you still get your tech, it's just a little bit more delayed to increase the efficiency of your timing push. But that's getting a little picky. I don't really know the build order too well. The Zelda coming back in here. This is going to do a lot of damage. There's only 2 Hydras right here. More reinforcing Hydras are coming from the south, or coming from southbound to the northbound, and should be able to clean these up. But it does verify the 4th base is up, though, which pretty much means that JMB-JJ has 2 options here. He can immediately put down a 3rd base, or he can just put down a whole bunch of gateways and then try to end this game earlier on. From past history, just throws down a 3rd base anyway, but he could, of course, just go put down a lot more gateways. We're just not giving a camera shot of his base right now, so we'll have to find out. I see 2 gates so far. Click on the main base, please. Click on the main base. commentator buddy, Chinese dude, please click on the main base. I saw 3 more up to 5 gates, 6 gates. He has 6 gates up right now. So he's up a lot of gateways right now. He has a lot of production. There might have been a 7th one on the way left side of the base, though. But even environment says he counted as well. So there's 6 in general. And all that fun stuff. Do. And it's buffering, because it's awesome. Gotta love the buffering. Now wait for Protest to push. Well, yeah, I mean, he has to take it to 3rd base right here, so JJ is obviously going to go for a 2-base tiling push, and then maybe follow up with an expo or just win the game, or lose. He can go in a whole bunch of different ways. If he cripples his opponent, bam, take an expo. If he does trading armies, he can take an expo. But it's probably potential for, okay, so 3 options here. He goes for the 2-base timing push. Does a lot of damage, wins the game. Number 2. We have a DT drop in the main base, by the way. Checking out that awesome buffer right here. These DTs are, and we have some movement of the yellow dots on the minimap towards the natural expansion, but there's units in behind it that should be able to do a pincer attack. And look at that beautiful play right there. It's going to go pincer right on top of that army right there. And this army, very nice positioning from JJ. He will be able to clean that up. Look at those powerful storms, but storming his own army at the same time right there. Beautiful play, and at the same time, we get some buffering, loading times, whatever. This is not my fault, people. This is the website's buffering from China host server thingy, job thing, and oh my goodness. Maybe if it does it 2 more times, I will resort to pause this game for about 10 seconds. I will do my best. But the DT's still in the main base, though, and there's no detection. Yeah, it looks like it's buffering healthy now. Awesome. And not too much. We have a 3rd base going up at the 9 o'clock as well, so it looks like he's just going to be expanding behind this. Yeah, it looks like at best they're going to trade armies. I don't really see it crippling either opponent right now. There's a good amount of lurkers. There's a good amount of... There are healthy unit compositions, but oh my god, that DT has 10 kills. See, again, like, ZDY does not have the ability to deal with DTs. It just doesn't work well for him. That's all I can tell you. It just DTs... And he gets away. He has 13 kills, and then you just wait for him to remake drones, which probably all those eggs were, and then just kill them off again. Or it looks like the DT just got cleaned up at the main base. But, like, even that small thing that potentially had ZDY had a lead in this game, now it's pretty much just gone into the fact that it has now stabilized from killing up those, like, 10 drones, 13 drones. Because those could have been lower for a bigger army. But... that's a stretch to say the least, but I'm just thinking if ZDY had the army that he pushed and made a whole other set of units instead of drones that time, I think he could probably push that army back beforehand and probably potentially win the game, depending on the engagement. But if ZDY doesn't have these lag issues like he's had in the past, this should be good as golden to take. But I'm not quite sure about that. Some Zerg. Alright. Some awesome stuff happening over here. These Hydralisks are trying to do their best here. More reinforcing lurkers are coming in here. This is exactly what he needs to have happen. But that storm! Another storm on those bunch of lurkers will just kill them all. He's out of storm, though, apparently. JBJJ is just getting so many... It's just... I don't want to call it luck, skill, best engagements happening over the course of this entire series, or whatever you want to call it. Skill, luck, destiny is on his side. He's destined to win this series, but God, Ziddy's had so much difficult time really just dealing with this army. And it might go back to the fact that Mutalisks are not coming out. And partially, it might be due to because of the lag issues that he still might be obtaining from this. I wouldn't know. But Mutalisks do require a good amount of control. And his Mutalisk control, it wasn't... The micro wasn't bad. Deciding to where to go and running into storms wasn't great. But the Mutalisk micro is not bad. So he obviously has the ability to do, like, Templar sniping, but he's just not doing it. And it might be also because that he's spending, you know, minerals and stuff like that to really deal with these drops that he's doing. Yeah, it's not a DT drop, it's just a Zealot drop. Well, actually, there might be a DT. There might only see 3 Zealots there, and we might see a lot of... A DT might have gotten in, possibly. Possibly, maybe. It might have been 3 Zealots and 1 DT. I know, I've seen that happen before. But... See, like, there is Ziddy style right there. Masked freaking lurker. It's what I would do. I like lurkers. I love lurkers. The huggable creatures with giant spines that you know, the one thing I've never noticed though, like understood though, is like, is it like a trail of spines that kind of go up? Like, they have a really long leg that each has its own individual spine, or does it end up extending each of its legs one more time? Because I never understood how they attack. Because if I got one as like a pet, like a nice pet, I love that thing, man. Be like, if you mess with me, you're just gonna die from the ground from a giant spike going up your head. Because those spikes are like pretty large if you look at them in comparison. I mean, let's watch this engagement right now and watch how high those spikes go off. Like those things are like as tall as Zealots, and those things are probably what, like 6 feet tall. Those spikes are larger than I am. But anyway. Another not such a great engagement for Ziddy right here is more reinforcing Hydra from the south, though, which again really are good against Dragoons. But now, as you can see, the north part of the army is starting to curl around to get a better concave, and he should be able to take this, despite the fact that he's on a ridge right now and he has a high ground advantage. Well, with that more reinforcing Hydras, that should be able to push back this army. But again, that's partially because there's more of an army in the south part of this engagement, which might be the reason why JJ might lose engagement. And it looks like Ziddy's going to be overextending himself right here. He's also losing the high ground, but he still has a nice concave going. I just don't see him really taking this engagement very well. Yeah. I'm starting to just doubt Ziddy's ability to really engage Protest armies very well. At least in this series, he just hasn't really had great engagements throughout top level play, for sure. It's just a little disappointing. Definitely not the best games. Game number 3, one game if you want to check out from the series would definitely be game number 3. Otherwise, game 2 didn't really exist, or game 2 didn't really work out too well as just a qualified map, but game 1 was just, pretty standard game. Nothing to boast about, if you were wondering. And what's going on in the chat? Well, apparently someone's been talking a lot. Environment's just been the one who's just been is the chat right now. There's only one person, even though despite 23 people viewing. I know the storm going down very well. Storm's never bad. It's just it didn't kill 8 Hydralisks. All right, so a base going for JMBJJ in the top left. And we have 5 bases up for Ziddy, so he's really going to be able to... If off of 5 bases, this is where you would probably want to get Hive Tech. For sure. Heart Hackle. I'm not Hackle Beast, dude. I'm Puka. Or Fitz. Hackle Beast is chill, though, man. I like Hackle Beast. Chill dude. But he doesn't cast Chinese OSL. He casts Gambit Cup. C-OSL is so much better. Okay, that Storm's... Storms, perfect. Engagements are perfect. JMBJJ, man, is just... Oh my god, this guy's like a mastermind of engagements against Zerg. Like, I'm just blown away by this. Like, the ability from these Chinese players has been so awesome. Alright, look at the minimap though. It looks like we're having more like concentrated Zerg forces happening on the north part of this. Nice storm going down on the natural. We have more lurkers coming in there. But what are they going to do? They're not really getting any kind of close damage. There's so many goons in that mix right there. Lurkers aren't going to be the best thing. And again, JMBJJs just kind of have this unit comp that just really, really hard counters lurkers. Not to mention the storms have been literally perfect this entire thing. I am not Hacklebeast. People, I am not Hacklebeast. I don't know why. I don't know why. Alright, so he's lost a couple drones from Zealots going in the main base right now. These lurkers are just kind of being idle. But at the same time, though, we have a Hydralis drop in the top left-hand base, killing off the top left-hand base right here. The Hive, though, is exposed right now. It looks like it will go down, but does he have the Hive tech still available to himself? If he can get Ultras out, if he can get Defiler tech out, he should be okay. For the upteen thumb, I am not Hacklebeast. God damn it. But I think you guys are enjoying myself overreacting this. Hive goes down, which is a very big blunder to ZD right here. Or ZDY. Like calling him ZD. What is that face? What is that face? And what is it of? Is it just a random face? Or is it... I never understood what the face was. I've never understood it. But... So he's trying to block it off with eggs right here. He might lose his main base again. It's an ex-employee of Twitch. Oh, okay. It's Kappa. Oh, okay. I don't know if there's some backstory behind that. Yeah, I know. I see it a lot. I just never knew what it meant. But getting to back, because this is actually a pretty intense moment of this game. All the tech of JMBJJ is completely susceptible right now. I mean, his Spire's going to go down. He's lost his Hive tech. I'm sure he started the layer pretty fast and probably threw down any kind of Hive tech immediately. I hope he's done that. Just so, you know, Ziddy has a better chance of sustaining a longer game here. But the big thing, though, that they're kind of base trading here. I mean, Ziddy has done a good amount of damage. He's killed off the top left-hand Expo. He's doing a good amount of damage onto the natural of the top left-hand Expo. The problem, though, is he's lost tech. It means that, pretty much what it ends up summing up to is that Ziddy is now not only down a base, or not down two bases, but he's also down tech. Well, you know, JMBJJ may have lost a mining base, which is obviously very important because his natural is just finished, just completely mined out. So he's only having two bases right here. But, oh, well, it looks like Ziddy's actually going to go in here, but the benefit for JMBJJ, he still has all his tech, he still has all his production facilities. It's a blunder, he's losing a lot of probes, and don't get me wrong, that's fantastic for Ziddy right here, but he's down substantially. He's lost two bases that are two mining bases, and, you know, he's probably lost a good fair amount of drones in that process, and I don't know if Ziddy can really come out of this, because at the time that JMBJJ is, you know, double expanding or what have you, he can build an army that Ziddy is not, because Ziddy has to either make drones, or he has to tech, or make an army. If he makes an army, he's off like a tier 2 army at this point. If he techs, he's susceptible because he doesn't have an army. If he drones, he's susceptible if he doesn't have an army. But he kind of needs all of them, so he has to like gradually go back. He can't do one all at once, so I'll have to see how he really deals with this. I can't tell that's an expo going out this 6 o'clock, which would be a little odd of location. That might be just units chilling around for Ziddy right here. Ziddy's still off of pretty much Ling Lurk composition. It's a very peculiar location for a lair. It is very exposed in front of the whole natural. I don't know why you choose that hatchery, but I don't know. I cannot see of a logical explanation other than that you're Chinese and you're Gosu by yourself, and I don't even know. Just put it that way. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then Overlord. JMBJJ. We have an expansion coming at the 12 right now for Ziddy right here, so we kind of reshifted. We're in cross positions now. So in a way, it does make it a little bit more difficult for JMBJJ to definitely pressure that base. It does allow for, you know, Ziddy to have a little bit more time to recuperate their armies, get your tech back up, etc., etc. I'm a little surprised that JMBJJ isn't either double expand. Oh, actually, did he double expand? Is that a base happening at the 6 o'clock? I can't tell. the pixelation of the VOD is so unbearable. I don't know. I don't know. Dark Swarm going down right here. He's going to be trying to pressure this base with a lot of cans right here. Nice. With the Archons, I mean, that's like, what, 4 Archons? And exactly like I said, Environment and everyone else, like, Hive Tech is so delayed for Chinese players, it's ridiculous. But what can I tell you? Okay. Alright, have any other engagement? Okay, get back to the engagement. Okay, that's a lot of storm. That's a lot of storm. That's a lot of storm. And that's a lot of Archon. That's a lot of Archon. And those eggs are probably just gonna die from the Archon. And goodbye, lurkers. I honestly feel bad. Like, you're like a newborn, you're a newborn lurker, and then all of a sudden, BAM! BAM! You're like the psionic energy, just like I don't even know what it'd feel like to be hit by psionic energy. It probably feel like you're getting electrocuted, or like a cloud like crushing you against the ground. I don't even know, because psionic energy doesn't exist. But I don't know. And Protoss is not imbalanced. It just looks like it. If you watch Sai-Sai's recent one, the show match, or the losers matches that I forgot to really call it, of the round of 8, Sai-Sai just dominated. It made Zerg look OP. If you go Mutalisk against Protoss, it's OP. If you do it right. Ziddy's struggling. I mean, what can I say? JMBJJ is killed off at 12. JMBJJ is, expanding to the 6. He's expanding to the top left again. He has half the map. If you divide it in half this way, and Ziddy is lagging out. What's new? But let me demonstrate with that pointer right here. If you look at down this magical line that I'm drawing right here, he has half the map. Just cross down diagonal. Can't explain it why. That being said, been fantastic. All right, really, like, guys, I mean, come on, like, Ziddy, I mean, come on, man. Did he really get dropped? What kind of way to go out on like the round of 4 to just lag out on a potential last game? Because I don't know again, but okay. Apparently the caster's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go drop my player. Okay. So apparently, JMBJJ won by default. Well, let's see what happens. There's a solid 4 minutes left in this video of ours. Do we actually get to another game right here, or? TVT? What the hell happened? Oh, I see. Okay, no, I see. He's judging right now. He's judging if the game was how he'd win. Yep. Yeah, no, I think he's just verifying how far behind that he was. And I think he just calls. Well, let me verify, because I can double check if there's a 5th game, but I don't think I saw one. Doesn't mean there isn't one. Just give me half a second. Because people on the YouTube, you probably should know about this too. Alright, let me just bookmark this page. Alright, let's go to this little button right here that says videos. Oh, and while you're at it, thumbs up that video, even though it was a dropout game. This series has been quite... And also, guys, don't go anywhere, because we have a whole nother series to cast. So don't leave. I'm just checking for Ziddy games. Ziddy. Game 1. Let me do Control F. ZDY. Yeah, there's only 4 games, guys. Alright, so, that being said, so, of how peculiar this was, we had a disqualification match, or potentially ZDY won that game, and ZDY just lags out. Maybe it was a BM move, I don't know, but I'm going to I need to drink some of my iced tea, so I have a music video that's really, really awkward, but right when it's done, we're going to go jump right into, whatever the two players are in the title. So, I'll be back momentarily, guys. Thanks for watching on YouTube, and I'm just going to go play this